Good morning. Welcome to the Planning Hearing Officer's hearing for Wednesday, January 18th, 2017. My name is Vilya Zamaitidis, and I will be conducting the hearing as hearing officer. We have one case on today's agenda, and the relevant exhibits are posted on the panels located directly behind me. The hearing will proceed as follows. I will read the description of the application request. I will then read the reports received from other city departments and other letters of communication from interested parties. The case planner will then make a brief overview of the case, give analysis, and make a recommendation. The applicant will then be asked to come forward stating both name and address and will be asked to present the case within a 15-minute time limit. Others in support or in opposition to the application and interested parties will be then asked to come forward to speak, again clearly stating both name and address within a 3-minute time limit. Lastly, the applicant will be given the opportunity to make closing comments if desired in response to testimonies given by preceding speakers, and that would be within a 5-minute time limit. The hearing will then be closed and the case taken under submission. Under the provisions of Title 30, Chapter 30.42 of the Glendale Municipal Code, and today's case involves a conditional use permit request, such a conditional use permit shall be granted only if 4 findings are present. They are: 1, that the proposed use will be consistent with the elements and objectives of the general plan; 2, that the use and its associated structures and facilities will not be detrimental to the public health or safety, the general welfare, or the environment; 3, that the use and facilities will not adversely affect or conflict with adjacent uses or impede the normal development of surrounding property; and 4, that adequate public and private facilities such as utilities, landscaping, parking spaces, and traffic circulation measures are or will be provided for the proposed use. If the evidence presented in the application and at the hearing meet the criteria just described, then the planning hearing officer can either approve or impose conditions for approval on the case in question. If the findings of fact are not evident, then the request has to be denied. Notification of this hearing was accomplished by the use of public notices, which were mailed to property owners and occupants located within 500 feet of the subject property, physically posted on the site in question, and placed in the local newspaper. After the hearing, the decision will be prepared in writing and will be in the form of a letter sent to the applicant and to all persons who responded to the public notice, either by speaking at this hearing or by submitting written responses, and who have also provided their name and mailing address. The date of the decision will be the date appearing on the letter. Under the appeals provision of the Glendale Municipal Code, the decision may be appealed to the Planning Commission within 15 calendar days of the date of the decision. Anyone wishing to appeal may obtain forms and brochures on the procedures from Building and Safety Permit Services Center located on the same floor of this building. If you wish to speak, please write your name and address on one of the speaker cards which have been provided by the front door and submit it to our planning assistant. I would also like to inform everyone that the official proceedings of the Planning Hearing Officer's hearing are recorded and will be made a part of this official public record. Which brings us to today's agenda item. This would be for conditional use permit CUP number 1618995, located at 3456 Foothill Boulevard. The applicant is Steve CYU on behalf of New Glendale Massage. And the project description, this involves a conditional use permit to allow the continued operation of a massage use in the CH Commercial Hillside Zone located at 3456 Foothill Boulevard, described as Parcel A of Parcel Map 1228, subject to the standards listed in Glendale Municipal Code 5.64. Staff person is Mr. Chris Bagdekian. If you don't, please proceed with your presentation.
Yes, Ms. Amatitis. This application is to allow the continued use of a massage establishment that's in existence.
Yes, hello? The buttons.
This application is to continue the activities at an established massage establishment, and the massage establishment is located at 3456 Foothill Boulevard. The application is for a conditional use permit. Very briefly, this massage establishment got established at this location in 2011 with a zoning use certificate. At that time, a conditional use permit was not required, and due to recent code amendments and state legislation, the conditional use permit process and the requirement was reinstated, and therefore this application seeks to legalize and continue the activities at the established massage establishment under a new conditional use permit request. The property is zoned commercial. On three sides, it's surrounded by commercial uses. On the south side, there are residential zones and residential uses, but these residential uses and zones are accessible from a entirely different street, and there wouldn't be a conflict as a result. Staff has analyzed the request and requested comments from all city divisions. The police department specifically didn't have any concerns or issues with the continuation of this use. The 4 findings for approval of a conditional use permit can be made. These are detailed in the staff report. The use, if approved, the conditional use permit, if approved, will have to comply with a new set of regulations that have been put in place in Title V of the Municipal Code, specifically addressing the use of massage establishments. These conditions relate to operational requirements as well as to requirements related to the tenant space in terms of providing the required transparency into the lobby area and other requirements related to the operation and the space. Staff's recommendation is to approve this conditional use permit with a number of conditions that are mostly standard. One condition that is specific to this particular proposal is an expiration date, and staff's recommendation is to approve the entitlement for a period of 5 years. Having said all this, I would like to conclude my presentation. So staff's recommendation is for approval with a number of conditions, and I would like to turn it over to the applicant who can shed more light on this.
Thank you, Mr. Bugdikian. Don't have any speaker cards that have been turned in, but I believe that the applicant is in the audience. So if you don't mind, please come forward stating your name and address for the record and fill out one of the speaker cards as soon as you conclude your remarks.
Yes, hi, my name is Steve. I'm the applicant on behalf of the new Glendale Massage. And, today I'm going to, apply for the conditional use permit for the existing, massage business. Basically, the business is provide the service for the foot massage and also the body massage. The business has been there for, based on the information, have been there for more than 5 years, and most of the case, some provide a service for the people with the need for the back pain, or some people require a massage, and since this business is in business, it do not. It's consistent with the objective of the general plans, and the proposed use will not increase the parking lot, and also the existing facility will not be, adverse effect to the public health, safety, and awareness, and also to the environment. And the proposed use is in the commercial zone. It will not adversely affect adjacent use and also the normal development of the surrounding property. And also the existing facilities, the purpose of the occupant law is same as the retail, so not increasing the parking lot. So, and you have any question, I can answer.
Thank you, Mr. Wu.
Yes.
Now, this particular business has been in operation with the same ownership and same operator since 2011. Is that correct?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
So there will be no proposed change in ownership or operator?
No.
You'll
no.
continue to operate?
Yes.
Has the operator read through the standards in the Glendale Municipal Code for 5.64 that Mr. Begdikian stated with regards to, there's certain hours of operation, operational standards in regards to the actual massage, also in specific standards dealing with the transparency or the view into the massage establishment and whatnot. So I believe I can give her a copy of the standards, but I'm just concerned that she's read and that she understands all of the standards that she has to comply with.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
this particular.
I think she will. And I believe the business hours is from the 8. 几点到几点?
10点开业。
Oh, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I think they're going to follow the requirements for
Okay.
the city.
Great.
Regulations.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yes. Okay. Sorry.
Is there anyone else in the audience who wishes to speak? Oh, no one else? All right. Well, with that said, I don't believe that there is a need for a rebuttal since there were no other speakers at this hearing. I will take the case under consideration, review the staff report, and my inclination is to obviously approve the conditional use permit to allow the continued operation of an existing massage establishment. So the decision letter will be sent out shortly within this week. So thank you very much. There are no other cases on today's agenda, so I would like to adjourn the planning hearing officers meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.